Welcome back to the channel. It's time for a Pulsechain and Pulsex price prediction. We're expecting a mega breakout for Pulsechain and Pulsex and some other key projects are part of the Pulsechain ecosystem. Now, this is going to be a video that could potentially change your life forever if you take notes and you get the right information from it. So make sure you have your notepads and pens out. But before I get into the video, make sure you all like, comment and subscribe, and as always click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description and join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates and much more. And remember guys, the Telegram group is free, so it won't cost you a penny to join. Subscribing is free, so it will not cost you a penny to subscribe. And if you can't even do these basic things, then how are you going to achieve 100x on Pulsechain or Pulsex? You've done them. Perfect. Let's continue with the video. Now, there's so much speculation surrounding Pulsechain and Pulsex. Let's just be completely transparent here. This is probably one of the most high risk plays in crypto. And again, yes, I'm going to get a lot of comments. No, it's not. Guys, let's just be honest here. It's extremely high risk. Why? We still have an ongoing case with the SEC. Richard Heart, of course, right? So that's still ongoing. And I think that will be going on for quite a long time. Of course, Richard Heart has some of the best legal, the best legal teams you could buy. So it's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds. Now, we know the SEC hasn't had exactly a great track record as it relates to, other cryptocurrency projects like XRP and other projects, other coins, etc. Right? So this is not, isolated to Pulsechain, Pulsex or Richard Heart, but it's important to note this is still an ongoing scenario. Now here's the good news: high risk, also high reward. Your job is to make sure you have a great exit strategy, make sure you're not over leveraged, and make sure you have the right game plan. Once you have that, the rest is history. But let's talk about price action. Let's talk about price predictions. So as anticipated, again, the analysis is playing out as you can see. We also called a nice entry at this area. Well done if you watched that video, because you'll be up now. And we are expecting this momentum to continue. Now, funnily enough, you'll notice that this upside move is in alignment with Bitcoin, is in alignment with the overall market. And for any cryptocurrency project out there, this is one of the telltale signs of a project that's likely to do well in a cycle. Now, of course, it's not guaranteed, but any altcoin project, really, honestly speaking, should move in alignment with Bitcoin, right? They shouldn't lay dormant. It shouldn't be, basically going down. It should be going up in alignment with the market, although this isn't always the case. Now, Pulsechain, Pulsex have benefited from these upside moves for with Bitcoin and the overall market. And guess what? Pulsechain is now, wait for it, 133% away from its all-time highs now, right? So, the gains are diminishing as we speak. So for everybody watching this video now, I don't think you understand how important an entry is. And I'll give you a classic example. And don't worry, we will get into the price predictions shortly for those of you that are getting restless. But this is the difference between entering at this bottom here. So let's just say you entered at this bottom, price back to its all-time highs, that's 766%. Let's say you entered at this area here and price goes back up to all-time highs, that's 266%. And of course, if you enter at this area, it's 133%. And we're just talking about all-time highs here. So a lot of the positioning really has to be early. It has to be around this price. Otherwise, of course, the risk just increases, as the price action continues, as the time scale widens. that it just becomes more risky because it's almost a game of hot potato. All the people that win are going to be the people that position themselves in 2023 and the people that are positioning themselves right now early 2024, because guess what? By the time the results come out for the SEC scenario, by the time, the market starts to reverse, many of you, hopefully, again, I don't know your own situations, but our team, our CC Premium members, myself, we will be able to take out large chunks of profit while still having bags running, right? But we take all our risk off the table and the rest is history. Now, if you want to be able to do that, join CC Premium now. The link is in my description. You'll also get access to an important project in the Pulsechain ecosystem that we think is going to do extraordinarily well in the short term. We're anticipating a 50x move. Again, that is available in our CC Premium channel right this second. You can click the link in my description and join us now. Now, before I move on with this video, why should you listen to me? You're probably wondering, right? Especially if you're here for the first time. Well, we called Bonk the biggest performing coin last year, over 13,000%. We call that project under a $50 million market cap. We also called Solana under $12. It achieved over 900% that year. The list goes on and on, right? We've called the AI narrative at the start of last year, achieving over 6,000%. So I don't know. It might be a good idea to listen to just a tiny bit of what I have to say. So again, CC Premium, link in my description. But let's continue. And for those of you that made it this far in the video, we're now going to get into the price action side of things. And this is an exclusive for those of you watching now. So let's talk about price action. Now, of course, in the ecosystem, you'll notice people are either extremely optimistic or extremely pessimistic. They're either a huge fan of Richard Heart and his project, or they're a complete skeptic. They hate the guy, they hate the project, and they want nothing to do with this. Now, if you're in the middle, the people in the middle, or the people that are, really trying to figure this all out and actually be as realistic as possible, map out a plan. These are people really that are going to make the most of the money in this particular market. And, that's just the truth. The people that are too optimistic, what ends up happening is they'll just hold on forever. And even if they see 1,000,000% gains, they never cash out. And then eventually price will pull back. And maybe they walk away with, maybe a few million instead of tens of millions or 20 million plus, right? And of course, you can't go broke making a profit. But at the same time, if you want to maximize and achieve the best gains possible, then it's always wise to map things out properly and take profits at the right time. And then there's people that are complete skeptics. They're like, I'm staying away. I'm not even going to put a penny into this. And of course, they miss out on the gains. Now, as long as they're comfortable with that, that's fine. But the point is, I think it's best to be right in the middle. That's the sweet spot. So as it relates to price action, some people may say this thing will not move from here. Okay, that's great. Some people will say that we're going to achieve 1,000,000% in the next few months. Okay, that's great. What I'm saying is, short term, I think we hit all-time highs. And I actually think we will likely hit all-time highs in Feb, right? If you want to know exactly when in Feb we're anticipating this, you join CC Premium now. That is an exclusive, right? But we think we see all-time highs in Feb, right? We're likely to see some nice percentage move over the next few days. So for example, we now have 3 days left until, Feb. So let's just say price, again, we're going to be pessimistic here. Let's just say price moves up 30% over the next 3 days. Now, we know on average, when you look at Pulsex, Pulsechain, some of these projects are averaging, at some point, 20% a day or so, but we're just going to say 30%, 10% each day, or maybe, 5% here, maybe 20% one day, and then 5% to end the year. But let's just say 30%. Well, what that means now is, if price goes up 30% before the end of this month, well, now that is a 80% move from where we currently are now, right? Let's just, again, 80% or just above that. Interesting. Now, what we have to ask ourselves is it likely that Pulsechain and Pulsex can achieve 80% in 1 month or in a short term within a month? Can that actually happen? I do believe that is possible. Now, again, past performance is no indicator of future success, but let's just look at January, for example. So we see Jan, and we'll do it from this area here. So let's look at Jan. Jan currently up 93%. If we see price go up an extra 30%, that's 145% for the month, right? And again, we're expecting price to pick up momentum. We're expecting gains to actually increase over time, right? Rather than obviously decrease. So an 80% move or even 100% move really isn't a big ask. But the question is, where does price go after all-time highs? Now, this is the magic question, and this is the question that sets you up for incredible success in this community. If you want access to that information, click the link in my description, join our Crypto Crew Premium channel now. This could be the best decision that you make this year. And in fact, if you're someone that's looking to take profits, huge profits out of the market before the end of March, before the end of this first quarter, Crypto Crew Premium is where you need to be. So I'll see you all in Crypto Crew Premium now. But for those of you that have made it this far, I think we're going to hit all-time highs before the end of Feb. In fact, I think it will happen in Feb. And again, if you want to know the exact time period that we think, join CC Premium. But get ready and look forward to that. We'll see how price performs today and over the next few days. It'll be very interesting to see that, because guess what? If we go even beyond this area, then we could be looking at only 60% move to all-time highs or even less. But we'll get into that in another video and in CC Premium. Until next update, seize the day. Speak to you all soon.